He wasn't anyone special, just a boy from a quiet town. The kind of town where everything stays the same. The same cracked sidewalks. The same grocery store that still doesn't take cards. The same bus schedule, 5 minutes late always. But inside that stillness, something in him had started to shift. His name was Liam, and he was tired of waiting for life to begin. He didn't pack much, just enough for the road. A backpack, a few worn-out clothes, a camera with a dying battery, and a notebook with empty pages. He wasn't running from anything. He wasn't chasing anything either. He just left. The journey took him across borders and languages, through big cities and forgotten villages. He slept on trains, in parks, in hostels with strangers he'd never see again. He learned how to ask for food in 3 different languages. Learned that silence is sometimes the best conversation. Learned how little he actually needed. Then one day, while walking through a coastal town he didn't even know the name of, he heard it. Music. It wasn't from a bar or a car radio. It was raw, alive, unfiltered. He turned a corner, and there he was. A kid, maybe 17, sitting on a crate in the middle of the street. His shirt was ripped, and his shoes were 2 different sizes. In his hands, a guitar so broken it barely held together. One string was tied with fishing line. Another buzzed with every chord. But the way he played, it made people stop. Not many, just a few. Most walked past, too busy to notice. But Liam stood there listening, not just to the music, but to the story behind it. The hunger in it, the hope. He came back the next day, and the day after that. They couldn't speak much. The boy's name was Mateo. He'd taught himself to play on an instrument someone had thrown out years ago. He played every day in the street to make just enough for food and rent. He didn't dream of being famous. He just wanted to play, to create something real, to matter. That night, Liam walked the streets until he found a small music shop, lights already off. He stared through the dusty window at a simple wooden guitar, no frills, no brand, just possibility. The next morning, he walked in. It cost more than he planned to spend that week. But he bought it. No case, no strap, just the guitar. He found Mateo again, in the same place, playing to no one. Liam didn't say anything. He just handed it to him. Mateo stared at it like it wasn't real, like it was a trick. Then his eyes watered. His hand shook. He took it gently, like it might break under his fingers. He looked up at Liam, smiled, and started to play. It was the same chords, the same rhythm, but now it soared. And in that moment, under the sun of a town Liam couldn't even name, 2 strangers shared something wordless and unforgettable. Liam left the next morning. No advice, no exchange of contacts, just a memory. Years passed. He returned home eventually, got a job, moved into a small apartment. Sometimes he traveled, sometimes he didn't. He laughed, fell in love, made mistakes, grew. But that moment, that one quiet act, never left him. It wasn't something he told people about. It wasn't something you put in a resume or mention at parties. It was just something he carried, like a secret only the universe knew. Then, one night, he was scrolling through YouTube. Background noise, endless content, until something caught his eye. A song. The thumbnail showed a crowd, a stage, a face he hadn't seen in years. He clicked. It was Mateo, older, confident, alive. The crowd knew his name. They sang along to every lyric. The music was richer now, polished, but still real. Still him. In a backstage interview, someone asked, "What was the moment that changed everything for you?" Mateo paused, looked down for a second, then smiled. "A stranger gave me my first real guitar. I never even got his name, but I think about him every time I play." Liam sat there, in his small apartment. Minecraft paused on the screen, the rain tapping the window like a soft drumbeat. He didn't cry. He didn't cheer. He just smiled, not because he was proud, not because he was part of someone famous's story, but because he realized something. Sometimes we pass through someone's life for only a moment, but change the direction of it forever. So no, Liam wasn't special. He wasn't a hero. He didn't build a company. He didn't write a book. But he gave, when it counted, and in doing so, planted a seed in someone else's future. And that's a kind of legacy too.